before Big U went to prison, he made a video. You know what I'm saying? And the video was basically saying, you know what I'm saying, why the police didn't go. He said, y'all might as well go get Wack. And the whole
that was a snitch right there. That was a snitch right there. If he said you might well go get Wack, Wack need to be hiding right now. I'm just keeping it real. He said that for real.
That was the video we saw. You know what I'm saying? That was the one right before he turned himself in. You know what I mean? So, like, I mean, let's see if he stays strong.
No, he ain't stay strong. He said, I need to go get Wack. Listen, Wack, if you're watching this, you need to be on the first plane out the country. Stop playing with me, because you going down. The streets unplugged. You know we got to plug the streets in, because the streets ain't been plugged in a while. I swear to God, my mama. Even though you ain't snitched on this case, if they find out you snitched on the other case, can you walk the yard?
A snitch is a snitch.
So you can't walk the yard.
This is what I'm saying. So if those alleged facts are true, I'm saying everything we just talked, the scenario we talking about,
right?
Why wouldn't he tell on whoever he needs to tell on?
Right.
And he's not even telling because he's going to get a time reduction. He's telling because he's bitter at a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Especially Wack.
Ooh.
He's bitter at
What
Wack.
you bitter at Wack for?
I'm pretty sure that Wack could tell you. You said we go get him here. You said we could ask, but you know what I'm saying, before Big U went to prison, he made a video. You know what I'm saying? And the video was basically saying, you know what I'm saying, why the police didn't go. He said, y'all might as well go get Wack. And the whole
that was a snitch right there. That was a snitch right there. If he said you might well go get Wack, Wack need to be hiding right now. I'm just keeping it real. He said that for real.
That was the video we saw. You know what I'm saying? That was the one right before he turned himself in. You know what I mean? So, like, I mean, let's see if he stays strong.
No, he ain't stay strong. He said, I need to go get Wack. Listen, Wack, if you're watching this, you need to be on the first plane out the country. Stop playing with me, because you going down. Stop playing with me. And they don't like big round booties in jail. I'm just going to keep it real, Wack. Listen, that's crazy. How can you hang with somebody like that? Right, and that's crazy. Just to talk about this, right? And I want to talk about this. I know it's probably a sensitive situation, though. But where I come from St. Louis, right? And Hoovers and all the Crips get along, right? It's really like no separation between the sets of Crips, right? But in California, I know there's a separation between the Rollins and the Hoovers. How does that start?
Man, that started with the original beef between the Hoovers and the 6-0s actually came from the A-Tray Gangsters. You know what I'm saying? The A-Tray Gangsters actually had an issue with the 6-0s first. You know what I'm saying? In my community, you know what I'm saying, decided to back the A-Tray Gangsters. But at the same time, the 6-0s, right?
Right.
Before any of that happened, had a good relationship with the 5-Deuce Hoovers through the Broadways. So our homies already was mingling with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So our community decided to take their side. So what ended up happening in that war, you know what I'm saying, all these years later, the A-Tray Gangsters, they called some type of truce with them. You know what I'm saying? And we stuck in this war with them.
So but then, is that the reason why now you guys don't identify yourself as Crips no more? Because of that situation right there? Or how did that work?
A lot of different situations, you know what I mean? Like at the time, you know what I'm saying? At that time, this is like 89-ish, somewhere around that area, you know what I'm saying? Like the homies we really was like Crips grudgingly anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because we didn't get along with, even though we were saying Crips, we couldn't do anything that Crips did. You know what I'm saying? Like we had beef with all the other Crips. You know what I mean? So it came a time to where we just decided, you know what I'm saying, their politics wasn't aligned with ours. I mean, and we made our own move.
But how did they get decided?
It got decided through various different situations that I mean, you know what I'm saying, that the older homies had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like the situation you guys have in St. Louis, and not even in St. Louis, like even in Houston, when I go to Houston or I go to like Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
We don't know.
A lot of the Crips, you guys are stuck in that era, and it's a beautiful era. Trust me. Like I had a situation with a few people in Fort Worth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The HCGs and the CGs that are 5 deuces.
That was Percy. Oh no, that was OG Percy, and that was OG Kunta.
Yeah.
Right. For everybody watch, I just want to say who it is, right? Because they the only ones in Texas that's actually doing the Hoover wrong. From what I know, this is what I know. So, Percy, if you watching this, your old doing the Hoover wrong. I'm just gonna keep it real, gang. He is doing it wrong. So listen. So
okay, well,
how do one react to that?
Well, I mean, I'm saying that situation is still being worked out as we speak. You know what I'm saying? I had a situation to where I'm saying we had another network that we were dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And my community feels that this guy behind the network, you know what I'm saying, he was dabbling too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was in too much of our business.
Right.
You know, so that caused a lot of friction. You know what I'm saying? Man, like I said before, you know what I'm saying, on another podcast, you know, our community is not what everybody expected to be. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We're not here trying to force anybody to be anything. This is just the military branch. You know what I'm saying? We also have, you know what I'm saying, community activists. We also have homegirls that are nurses, tax accountants, all of these type of situations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we pretty much lead with love. You know what I'm saying? Once you in the inside of where we
Love.
at, yeah.
Nigga, you
gotta kill sometimes.
love.
Sometimes you
Like
gotta
God.
kill. I mean, that's why God said you're not supposed to kill, because that gives you the power of life and death now.
Right. So, question. So now, even with Percy and them, people like that, how do they supposed to know, right? Listen, California is far away. So a lot of times we get put on, like in St. Louis, we get put on, and then nobody come back out and tell us the new rules. So how are we supposed to know?
Well,
in California,
but
like
see,
y'all
this is-
pressed,
this is-
even though we ain't supposed to know.
But see, this is what it is. See, a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, different gangs are spread through, you know what I'm saying, different outlets, media, people coming to visit from out of town, this type of situation.
Right.
But if I say I'm from Hoover,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, I'm from any other state, it's my obligation to learn everything I can about this, because I'm saying I'm a die for this.
Right. But how you gonna know if,
Okay.
again, you in California and they in Texas?
Well, these days they got the internet. These days, you know what I'm saying, they tap in with different artists we got. You know what I'm saying, Trig Bird. You know what I'm saying, different people who want to know about.
So
our
ain't no
culture.
excuses.
Ain't no excuses.
They gotta know.
You have to know. How do you don't know yourself? How you don't know about what you're gonna live and die for? How you don't know who your enemy is?
Right.
Now that goes on to say that, like I was explaining about the different situations about the different Crips in all these different states and how they groove, right?
Right.
We don't have any intentions on making y'all have beef with the 6-0s. If that comes, it's gonna come naturally. But we don't have any beef. We don't have any beef with that program they got going on. And this is what Percy and them. Oh, can't nobody come down here and tell us or change this? They want us to be like them. No, that's not what it is. If you're one of us, it ain't no being like us. We all.
So you don't think California like that? Press shit.
I'm sorry.
You don't think California like that? Press shit.
I don't understand that.
You don't think California press shit?
Oh, of course, of course. It's only one right and one wrong. We don't really compromise.
Right.
Why would you? Why would you compromise about the truth?
I mean-
Like, save somebody's feelings.
I mean, so say for instance, you like Percy and right, they got a letter wrong, right? They got letters backwards. That's a real deep violation just getting one letter wrong.
Yeah.
Explain that. How's that? How that work?
Well, that situation is a little bit, you know what I'm saying, tense, because
They got one letter wrong.
that one letter is a letter that makes you not official.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that's just it in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? We've been in communication with them, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, they understand, you know what I'm saying, what we're saying, but at the same time they have different grievances about, you know what I'm saying, their situation there. You know what I'm saying? But this situation is a situation, like I said, we have, you know what I'm saying, older homies that's talking to them, you know what I'm saying, in talks with them, you know what I'm saying, to see if we can come to some type of mutual understanding. But you know what I'm saying, like, as of now, you know what I'm saying, it just is what it is.
But basically, if they gonna do it, they just need to do it right, and that's how y'all view it. Like, do it right.
Why would you want to be a half a Hoover? Why would you want to be not accepted in your community? Right?
A half Hoover?
But I'm saying there. But my whole thing is not my message is not for anybody that's already set in their ways,
Right?
I mean, because we have an older generation and they feel that this is the way it is, and we had all this and this, that, and other. You know what I mean? When you're in a situation like this, because now everybody's looking at them a certain type of way,
Right.
And then they have white, you know what I'm saying, they have the young dudes, you know what I'm saying, and they watching all our community, you know,
Right.
and they getting all their swag from our community,
Right.
But it's a difference when your community don't accept you because of that one letter. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
So I'm thinking that they should, me personally, if you didn't know and then you find out, I think it's easy to just say, okay, cool, we know the thing, let's do the right thing. That's like the most common thing you should do.
That's not.
It should.
Common.
That is common. If the gang is Hoover and the gang is from California and the California come down and say, hey, dude, y'all got it wrong, it's common to just say, let me get it right.
Well, that's what. See, a lot of people can't accept truth for what it is. You know what I mean? Like,
but we not actually from Hoover. We never been there, right? And it's like, so when you come with the correct knowledge,
see, this is the thing though. It goes back to the people who are in charge. You know,
right.
So that's just like if I'm jumping over a gate for 30 years, right? And then you just come and open the gate and walk through it. Am I still gonna jump over this gate?
Yeah, I get what you're talking about.
I mean, like certain people, you know what I'm saying, their pride and their egos, you know what I'm saying, they think they bigger than the gang, and nobody's bigger than the gang.
Yeah, no. But you still go to Texas.
Why wouldn't I?
I mean, that's kind of crazy, right? You going to Texas knowing that it could be something in the air or something like that, or you going to Texas to try to tell them, like, look, let's just get it right.
Well, see, my whole thing is that, like, when I go to Texas because I got homies there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm welcome in Texas.
Right.
So I can go wherever I, you know what I'm saying, need to go to. I don't travel in any type of fear or anything like that. This is my community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This community that we're talking about is Fort Worth. I've never been there before. You know what I'm saying? I would like to visit, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if I don't, I'm saying I'm still gonna be from home.
You ain't never been to Fort Worth, but Fort Worth came to you. Cause I noticed you was with Real Tune. I saw that blog you was in Real Tune, and he came out there. And Real Tune is really good with Percy, so I'm thinking Real Tune should have told Percy, right? Because Real Tune came out and deal with you.
What it is that they have their own personal relationship, and I'm not sure if they have that type of relationship where they can, you know what I'm saying, talk about that type of shit. But Percy, from my understanding, you know what I'm saying, Percy is well trenched in over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know him over there.
They know him.
You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing with that is that the last conversation I had with Percy, I was in Houston.
The streets unplugged. You know we gotta plug the streets in, because the streets ain't been plugged in a while. I swear to God, my mama.